Good morning, everybody. It's Robin here. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Rising, sending you love and light and many blessings. So I want to talk about the crystal grid or the crystalline grid today. This is just going to be another one of those videos that I do to help you guys on your ascension path or your spirituality, or hopefully trying to find your tribe. I'm getting a message here that some of you might also find a clearer path towards your team in spirit if you know a little bit more about the 3D matrix. So I wanted to talk about the crystal grid or the crystalline grid. It's the same thing. I've just heard it called different things. So I talk about one of my favorite guides, one of my favorite sort of guides to meditate. You have to forgive me, it's first thing in the morning here and I I need to gather up some steam. So anyway, I'm just a regular person that was called upon to help you guys on your ascension path. So here I am in all my glory or lack of same on some days. So I listened to Steve Nobel quite a bit. He's an amazing starseed guide. And at the beginning of his meditations, he calls upon archangels to raise the crystalline grid. And it's an incredibly powerful moment when that happens. So I did take the name of one of his videos that could help you guys out. I have my notes here as per usual, because you guys know that I will just sidetrack and talk about every other thing possible. So, there's this video called the Angelic Temple of Light Transmission. So that could be really beautiful. Okay. So, and I love Steve Nobel's voice as a meditative guide. He's like second to none for me. So the world, our planet, is encircled by all these different grids. I talked about J seals and how they were part of one particular grid. If you guys haven't seen that, it could really help you out as far as healing your body. You might want to check that out. But this is the crystal grid, and this is the grid that unites beings of love and light with intention. So hold on for a sec, guys. So our mission as light workers and starseeds is to connect to other beings to help empower the crystal grid, so we can help the raise of the vibration of the planet from 3D to 4D to 5D and beyond. Okay, so you'll notice that when you start tuning into different sort of materials, whether it's going to be on whatever social media platform or you're in a forum like Reddit or something like that, you'll start to meet people that spark, and those are part of your light warrior team. Could be a fellow light worker or starseed. So you'll really start to have people stand out. And whereas you might have been talking to people before that just didn't understand you, when you wanted to talk about your spiritual evolution, and they're like, whatever, subject change. And you're like, wow, I feel really lost here. So that's part of the journey of being a starseed light worker. We're dispersed all around the world, and that is because we will all prop up part of the crystal grid. But then you'll start to meet people that you're like, oh, okay, I recognize you. You're part of my star tribe, my star sister, my star brother, and you'll start to form connections throughout the crystalline grid. It's really quite beautiful. And I've met so many fellow star family through both of my YouTube channels. And I could probably give you guys a list of names and call them out, but I don't want to forget anybody. But I'm pretty sure you guys know who you are. So it's an honor and a blessing to be here with you. So the crystal grid is actually a multi-dimensional grid. So it does reside here, but it also resides in other dimensions. So you can sort of see it as like a pulsating grid that goes in and out, sort of like when you're doing a transcendental meditation or you're traveling when you're sleeping. It's not just here in the 3D matrix. So The crystal grid holds the pattern for 5D Earth. We've been in 5D before, if you want to go back to Lemuria, which was in 5D. And then when that fell, we went to 4D, and that was Atlantis. And now here we are in a proper 3D matrix. And you and I are here to get us back out of that. You know, we can't devolve anymore, hopefully. So the crystal grid, it does connect all life forms and all beings. So we are all part of that. And it's just a matter of people recognizing it, okay? And it connects us to star beings and alien races in other dimensions. So this is really fascinating. If you guys want to know how to strengthen your connection with other people and other dimensions, I really want to urge you to dive into what the crystal grid can do for you and what you can do for it. Alignment with the crystal grid ignites light codes which activate your crystalline light body. Okay, so that's pretty deep. So having downloads is quite miraculous. Sun gazing or candle gazing can really help enhance that. You can look at other things that might help activate the crystal grid within you. What would work for you, because it's not, we're not all going to be attracted to the same thing. It's not going to vibe with all of us. I love this so much. It tunes us into intergalactic communities. So I do get emails from you guys from time to time, or messages on Facebook or Instagram, where you tell me your experiences with communicating with benevolent and well-meaning starseed races, okay, or star races and star councils. And I love that so much, because it's such an awakening and it's such a blessing to be able to see those things, because obviously these alien races are much more advanced than us, and they have to come back through time to help us out. So being able to communicate and see that future so that you can hold that vibration of what is possible for the world, it's really, really super cool. And it can be a little bit frightening because you're being visited by an alien, basically, but we all are, so try not to panic. The crystal grid, like I was saying before, it connects light workers, star seeds, team and spirit, and your guides. So it might take a little while for you guys, and you might like really have to do something intentional, like join communities to be able to do that. And you guys should be able to see each other in the comments, who you are and where you are, which is why I started this channel. Like, I do a tarot card reading channel, and I love doing that, but then I was guided to do this one, and I've met so many of you, and it's such a comfort. And I do get messages where people are saying, well, I feel so alone right now. You're not alone. I mean, I just started this channel a little while ago, and right now I have just over 300 subscribers, but that's 300 people that you have something in common with. So you might want to read comments and start responding to people. You might want to form your own relationships and stuff like that, because we're here with a purpose. You know, I called my channel Oracle Rising for a reason. I was guided to do that based on the oracle in the movie The Matrix. So it's not a coincidence, okay? But I don't see myself as an oracle, but I see myself getting there. So that, hence the name Oracle Rising. The crystal grid is going to be hugely, like, it's going to implement mass awakening. Okay, so the more people we can get to come in, I see it kind of like a tent, right? And we all have to put up our tent poles. So every single one of us is going to come in and put up another pole to help like elevate it. Like right now it's like, it's suffering with the 3D matrix, the load of that, because like the 3D matrix is not a joke. It's holding everybody back. It's encased in violence and just horrifying. So we need to get to 4 and 5D as soon as possible so we can all take a breath and go, whew, that was rough. So I really want to recommend to you guys that you start looking at what kind of grids are around the planet. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. We do have negative alien races trying to impose their own will on the planet, and that has been an ongoing battle for quite some time. I listened to an audiobook. I'm pretty sure it was Ancient Secrets of the Flower of Life, where they talked about these grids in detail. If you have not listened to that audiobook or you haven't purchased that book, I mean, it's a mind blower. I really want to recommend it to you guys because it's a mind blower, okay? It talks about all these grids. And again, I want to recommend to you guys to maybe check out Bringers of the Dawn, because that's what you guys are here on my channel, Oracle Rising. You're all bringers of the dawn, and that is the dawn of the new day for everybody, every plant, every animal. Lacey's at my feet here doing something gross as per usual. You know, we want to make life better for everybody here and going forward, and not have another mass fall like Atlantis and Lemuria. So do a little bit more research on the crystal grid, you guys. I'm sure there's lots of crystal grid meditations out there, transmissions or whatever, but for me, and I've said this before, and I just saw angel number 1111, so what a blessing. It's all about the voice. If I'm going to listen to somebody and I'm going to go into a meditative state or a trance or do, you know, astral travel or something like that, I certainly can't do it to somebody with an irritating, scratchy voice. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It's a beautiful day here for me. So I'm going to go sit outside with Miss Lacey for a minute because she's being such a good puppy for me. So anyway, guys, just sending you love and light as always. Many blessings from the bottom of my heart to yours. Bye.